Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to go ahead and do a status update for my Project Use It Up 2021. As per usual, I have finished off a good number of items since the last update, so I have pulled a new selection to work with. I'll go ahead and leave chapters down below, but I will start with the ones that I have finished off. So the first item that I worked my way through was my hair mask. This was the macadamia hair mask that I had been slowly working on. I have finally worked through this puppy, which is super awesome. I ran this through the dishwasher so that I could keep this container. I got this originally as a Fortune Cookie soap hair mask, and I just love how convenient the lid is on it. So I tend to keep it and depot other things in here. So you'll probably see this again kicking around with that other product later on in the future, but really happy to have finally finished this off because I had this kicking around for quite some time. I have finished off one sheet mask. This was the Hada Labo Tokyo Ultimate Anti-Aging Facial Mask. It was fine, nothing super noteworthy or ones that I want to repurchase. Just happy to have used up yet another face mask. I wish I had more to show you. There's one body wash that I have finished off. It is the Aromatherapy Passion Tuberose and Ylang Ylang scent. I basically powered through this one and prioritized it a bit more because I really want to be able to pull out the lotion. I'm not there quite yet, but I think by the next update, I'll probably be bringing the lotion into the challenge. And I just really love this scent. I was here at the last update, so I really did power through quite a bit of product. Essentially, I worked through this in about 2.5 months, which is a pretty good rate for a shower gel in my opinion. Final round of items that I have used up are all body creams or lotions. The first one is from Bath & Body Works. It's the Golden Magnolia scent, which came in the sun portion of the Elements collection. I didn't have a ton left here, so I knew this was going to get finished off. It's a lovely scent. I'm really glad I was able to appreciate this for what it was. I've had this since 2014, so quite a long time, but it's just nice to see the end of an era coming. I think I only have one more in the hoarding closet from this time period, and then it's over. We're in the modern day, and that's gonna feel really good. I definitely think by the time we're into the fall, I'll be through that decade of my lotions. Then I have two body creams. I have the Cupcakes and Rainbows Whipped Cream from Fortune Cookie Soap. I'm not really surprised that I finished this off so fast. I was basically doing a lot of nighttime showering the last few weeks, and it hadn't yet gotten really warm, and I still felt like my skin was getting a little bit dried out overnight, so this was a priority. It's a really yummy but intense scent, so I'm happy I worked through it. And then I've also managed to go through one of my little samplers. This is Crafty Carver. This scent, it was definitely better on my body than I thought it was gonna be, but it's not, I don't know what it is. There's definitely like a salt air vibe to it that I'm not sure I'm super in love with, so I'm glad I only had it as a little sampler. I think I basically get 2.5 body uses out of these, and then they get worked through. It's 1 fluid ounce of product, so happy to have worked through this as well. Okay, now that that stuff's out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the items that I'm still working on. I have 3 sheet masks left. I've got the Meg Rhythm Gentle Steam Eye Mask. Maybe one day I'll use that. I have one from Day Mellow. It's the Hatunia Cordata Real Ampule Mask. And then I have the 5 Steps to Lovely Skin Complete Facial Solution left to use. And then I don't have any more sheet masks, which is wild to think about. So definitely need to get these used up ASAP. Speaking of masks, I have the Fortune Cookie Soap and To All a Good Night Jelly Sleep Mask. Surprisingly, I've only used this like a couple of times. I say it's surprising because I have noticed there have been like a handful of nights where I put my face moisturizer on and I still feel my skin feels a little dry, like my face feels a little bit dry. And I'll say in the summer, I tend to find that with my sun exposure, even though I'm wearing sunscreen, that my skin tends to feel naturally like a little bit tighter. It can be a little bit drier. I need to be careful that I don't use really aggressive moisturizers, very rich moisturizer, because then I'll just break out. It's a weird cycle. But I do find that I was thinking to myself a bunch of nights, oh, I should probably put on a moisturizing sheet mask. And then moronically, I'd be like, well, I don't have any sheet masks, so I can't do one. Lies. I have this, that's why I brought it into the challenge. So I just need to go ahead and remind myself of using this a bit more. I think just a couple of times a week will help sort of keep my skin a bit more plump and hydrated, which it needs in the summertime. Then there is the whipped cream in Follow Your Heart. This one is kind of pathetic. This is all that I have left. I don't even think it's a full body application. This has fruit. It definitely has some fruit notes in it. I do like it. This should have been finished off. I just don't think I've applied like a body cream since finishing off my last one. So once I just want to pull one of those out, this will get worked through. We've got the body scrub that I've been working on, my Aromatherapy Love Rose and Vanilla Scrub. She's looking pretty good. I was using her alongside, so you can kind of see there's some like extra liquid sloshing around in there. I was using this alongside using the one from Soap and Glory. I just was wanting to get something a bit more abrasive. That's the one complaint about this. The scent is 10 out of 10, but the scrub itself is just subpar. So probably wouldn't buy this again. When I say probably, I mean, I'm not gonna buy it again, but I just love the scent so much that I don't wanna hurt its feelings. So I'll definitely keep plugging away with it. I don't know if it'll be finished off by next month because spoiler alert, I'm gonna bring in another body scrub just to kind of help offset. In the summertime, I need to really scrub my skin because it gets, dry and needs to be flaked off, and this can't really hack it. For shower item, I have my Black Raspberry Vanilla Shower Gel. Don't have a ton of her left. You can see though my progress from the last update to now isn't a ton. It just wasn't as prioritized as the Tuberose Ylang Ylang one was, which makes sense because even though I love this scent and every time I go to use it, I'm like, oh, it's so relaxing. I love it so much. When I'm in the shower, I sometimes skip over it. I just think it's because I think vanilla and don't think I want to use it because I've used so much vanilla over the last year, but definitely going to get this finished off by the next update. For lotion, I have some healthy progress on my Pear Blossom Air lotion from Bath & Body Works. I didn't have a marker on this when I first started because I was still finishing off the other lotion that I had, but between then and now, I am, I'd say, about the halfway point. I don't know if I feel confident enough to say that this will get finished off. I mean, I'll put it this way. I didn't bring in another lotion because I don't feel like I'm going to get to it in time for the next update, but it would be fantastic if I could get this used off by the next update because then that means I'm very much on track for finishing all of the 2014 lotions that I've had for forever. This scent is beautiful. It's really, truly a classic fruity floral combo, but I will say that the pear stands out in here, which I really like. I like pear forward scents, so happily using this. Final item in this category, which is also being retired, is the Bubble Bath Crystal Candy Rose. I did manage to use it a second time since the first month, but just not taking baths right now. And to be honest, I don't really like this bubble bath. It's too thick, doesn't really bubble. It just sort of creates like a thickness in the water, which I'm not really a fan of. So it'll probably get used up as a body wash. Not that your girl needs any more rose scented shower gels, but this is where we're at. I'll leave it in my bath products in my drawer in my bathroom and maybe try it again in the fall. But for now, you're not going to see her in the next update since she's not going to get used much in the summer months. For category 3, we have a lot of brand new, hardly used items that I'm bringing in. So it'll be really cool to see how they get used up. The first are 2 more of the whipped cream samples from the Brave Sampler. I have Wisp and I have Ancient Kingdom. The reason I'm bringing these in, even though I'm not using like really thick body creams on the regular in the summer, is that I tend to find after I exfoliate my skin, it's very thirsty and it just sucks up product really quickly afterwards. And I tend to find that with lotion, it sucks it up too fast and my skin might feel a little bit dry a few hours later. I don't experience that problem with a body cream. So I imagine I can get these worked through in the next month, but I don't know, which is why I chose to bring in small guys versus bringing in something bigger. I also am bringing in the only hair mask that I currently own. This is the Fortune Cookie Soap Ancient Kingdom Restorative Hair Mask. This also came from the Brave line. Without realizing it, I feel like I purchased a lot of items from that particular collection. I really have found that I like their hair masks. They are thick and they're substantial. So I'd say if you're somebody who has fine hair or you tend to find that your hair can get weighed down by products pretty easily, I wouldn't recommend this. I think the thickness of this is really meant for people with coarse hair or hair that can be thick and take a lot of product. Like I can put a lot of product into my hair and it won't look oily, but I know some girlfriends that I have, if they use some of the similar products that I use, their hair looks super greasy and weighed down, even though it's clean and fresh from the shower. So I like their masks for that reason, but I don't think it's universal for everyone's cup of tea. So I'm looking forward to seeing how quickly I work through this because these are not inexpensive. I will say that they're around, I want to say the $15 mark. And if I blow through this in a month, that's a really high price point compared to other masks that I could use. So I'm curious to see, week by week, how much of this I use. I have another item from Fortune Cookie Soap. They're really representing themselves here in the newness. This is a face mask. So I wanted to bring in another potted face mask because I really want to get myself back on the horse of using my skincare products. And I feel like as I've been petering out on my sheet mask, I've sort of forgotten the fact that I still have some, not many, but some potted skincare masks. And I don't want those to just meander around while I buy other things. So I have the Bright Side, which is a mineral face mask. It's basically a clay mask, so I can use the jelly mask as a hydrating mask and this to kind of help keep my pores clean. I walk a fine line in the summer that if I use skincare products that are too rich in moisturizing properties, it will cause my skin to break out because I just don't need a lot of help keeping my skin hydrated. It's kind of strange. This has some distinct scent to it. I've not broken out before from using any of their sheet masks, so I'm hoping that that's true of this as well. I have not tested this before bringing it in, which is uncharacteristic to my choices when doing these items in these particular projects, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And then 2 more items to finish this off. The first is a scrub. It's my Tree Hut Watermelon. Yeah. This I'm bringing in simply because I am nervous that if I don't put it in now, the summer will come and go and I will not have used a product that is intentionally, aggressively a summer scent. Oh my God, this smells like Jolly Ranchers. Watermelon Jolly Ranchers. It looks like watermelon just crushed up in here. I like their scrubs a lot. They are a hefty tub. There is 18 ounces in here, so it will definitely take me a while to use this up, hence why I wanted to start working on it now. I'm gonna definitely try to mix the aromatherapy one with this on my body versus trying to use just one or the other. I think that'll be a better way for me to get through the aromatherapy one more efficiently, but also still get the pleasure of using this seasonally appropriate scent. I'm very pumped for this. Final item, shower gel. It is the Golden Pineapple Luau shower gel. Oh man, I have a love-hate relationship with this shower gel. I love it when it's on my body. I don't love it on cold, which is why I have skipped over it for so long. I had this, fun fact, I had this as a travel size. Use the travel size up because it basically smells like pineapple juice, which I freaking love pineapples. And so I was like, oh, let me go back during some annual sale and I'll get the full size. I did not need the full size. I think truthfully, I would have been all set with the scent. It's not one that I needed to like gobble up in the pounds of, but it really is nice in the shower. I've had it for far too long. It's from 2016. It's one of the oldest shower gels in my collection and I kept passing over it because it wasn't seasonally appropriate. Well, now's the season, got to get this used up. I have a pretty healthy starting mark on it because I did use it quite a bit before bringing it into the challenge. Essentially, once I finished off my passion one, I was like, this has got to be the next thing because it's the most summery of all of my summer shower gels that I currently have. So hopefully this will move pretty quickly because it's a scent that I like, but I also dislike at the same time. It's very strange, so we'll see. All right, guys, that is it for me and this update for my project Use It Up 2021. I so appreciate you being here and checking in on my progress. I'm looking forward to continuing to make healthy progress in the next month's update. If you're not already a subscriber of mine, go ahead and feel free to hit the subscribe button so you can get all of my future videos, including upcoming updates. And I will talk to you in the next video real soon. Bye.